Hello, hello, hello. I think I'm live. So if you can hear me, please let me know because sometimes it's hard to tell when exactly you're live or not. So I would love for you to let me know if you can hear me. Say hello and let me know, please, where you are watching from today. And I will let you know where I am today. I am in beautiful Dana Point, Southern California. And I would love to know where you are because there are ladies here from all over the world, which is super exciting because I love to travel. Do you love to travel too? Let me know. I I've traveled a lot and I love to travel. Where is a favorite destination of yours? Let me know. And then we will get into today's subject, which is 6 reasons why you're not improving your health and you're also not improving your business. Let me know if this resonates, if you have any struggles around this. I want it to be interactive, so feel free, chime in, ask questions as we go, but say hello most importantly, and I will get into the subject. All right, so I'm going to talk today about 6 reasons. 6 reasons. And the first reason, and I want you to let me know if you resonate with this, please, is lack of prioritization. Lack of prioritization. What does that mean? So, I'm going to tell you a little story here. I work mainly with middle aged women, but I have some that are younger, some that are older. And an older lady in her early 70s came to me recently and she said she was just fed up with her health. And she said, I can't believe how the F I've allowed myself to get to where I am today. So she had not been prioritizing herself. Let me know if you can resonate with this. Put a P for prioritization below if you hear me as far as lack of prioritization. Talina viewing from the Philippines. Oh, that's exciting. Let me know what the weather is like there. Is it sunny? It's warm. I'm sure it's warm. Um, so, lack of prioritization. A lot of women come to me when they are just tired. They are sick and tired because they have focused so much time mainly on their family. If you have kids, please put the number of kids you have in the comments, whether it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or more. Please put the number of kids you have in the comments. So if you have kids, they're obviously a lot of work and you're going to spend a lot of time focusing on your children. They come first, typically. The children come first. Hi, Saima. I'm not sure if I'm saying your name right. You didn't miss too much. We're just getting into the 6 reasons why you're not improving your health and your business. And the first one is lack of prioritization. So, family comes first, children come first. And the thing is, when women focus so much time on their family, their children specifically. The children come usually before the husband. The husband comes a little bit later, usually after the dog. Let me know if you resonate with that. Soma has a teenager. Wonderful. Let me know who else has kids. What are their ages? Let me know. Um, then maybe you have your kids, you have your dog or your cat. What do you have? Do you have a dog or a cat? I have a cat. His name is Mr. Pumpkin and he's 20 years old. So he's my baby. He's what I prioritize. But if you're constantly prioritizing your kids, your animals, your husband, your spouse, whatever gender that may be, and then maybe you're prioritizing your house, then maybe you're prioritizing your business, but then when it comes to you and your health, you're typically last. Let me know if this resonates with you, if you are typically last when it comes to prioritizing you and your health come last. This is what happened to this early 70-year-old lady who came to me, and she had just prioritized everything else. She had different businesses and a full-time job, and she put herself last. And she was at the point that I cannot do this anymore. I have to make a change. And obviously, we want to try to make those changes before we get into our 70s, because the longer we wait, the harder it gets. And we want to be able to enjoy life. If you want to enjoy life, put the word enjoy below. Put the word enjoy below if you want to enjoy life. I love to enjoy life myself. But that's number one. Number two is perfection. Who here is a perfectionist? And if you are a perfectionist, what is it about? So for me, I'm very clean, I'm very organized. I love to have a tidy house. But the thing is, if I'm sitting at home working from home, I can't always be tidying and organizing my home, because then I'm not going to get any work done, right? Who else does this? I'm sure it's not just me. Let me know who else does this. And the other thing with being a perfectionist, say that you're building a new online course. If you are, let me know what kind of course you're building. That would be great to know. If you're building an online course and you're trying to get everything perfect, say that it's a 8-week course and you're building out every week and you're putting in all the details and you want to make it super perfect and you want to have PowerPoints and you want to have videos and photos and you want to make sure everything is spelled correctly, all of these things. Who does this? I've done it. But the thing is, when we do this, when we strive for that perfection and everything has to be just perfect, what we really end up doing is we end up wasting time. We waste time because we spend so much time of it being perfect, being ready, and we spend forever trying to complete everything instead of let's just go with the flow. Do you get what I'm saying? Give me some thumbs up if you agree with what I'm saying, with just going with the flow. Because it's totally possible to build out new courses as you go, as you're working on it, as you're enrolling new clients. It doesn't all have to be ready right away. Has anyone enrolled clients and then worked on a new course or maybe modifying an existing course? Has anyone here done that? I would love to know, because I used to want to have everything perfect, everything ready, but then I spent too much time on that. So the lesson here is to not have everything ready. Put that perfectionist on the shelf and instead just put it out there. Just start working on it. Just do it versus overthinking. And I think I actually forgot to say the lesson with number one, the perfectionist, is don't, with the lack of prioritization, is prioritize yourself first. You need to come first in the morning when you wake up. Focus on you, because you're the most important person there is. You want to focus on you. Let me know what time you wake up in the morning. I get up super early, 4 a.m. typically, and I focus on me. I spend time meditating, I spend time reading, I spend time journaling, I spend time going to the gym, going for a walk. I do all these things for me so that I can have a lot of energy, and all that energy is going to help me go through the day and be way more productive. Who wants more energy? Write the word energy below in the comments. I'm hoping that I'm seeing all the comments. Sometimes it's hard to see them all. So give me a little hello as you're listening and let me know where you're watching from. So third point I have is information overload. Now there are tons of free courses out there. There's free workshops, there's free challenges, there's all kinds of free stuff out there that we love to latch onto because it sounds like such a great deal. I can't believe this and that person is giving away all these free things and I could learn so much. Who goes for the free stuff? Who has ever enrolled in a free challenge, a free course, a free workshop? I know I have. But the thing is, when I did this, when I enrolled in something that was free, or even a low cost, even like $100 program, I never completed it because it wasn't that big of a deal. It was only $100 or it didn't cost me anything. And what happened then was just I would start it, I would get into it a little bit, and then I'd be like, nah, that's okay. Okay, sorry, Ma, you have done it. Thanks for letting us know. I'm not the only one. So, with that, is we collect so much information. And what happens typically with information, let me know what happens to you when you have a lot of extra information. Because what typically happens is we get overwhelmed. We get overwhelmed because there's so much stuff. And when we get overwhelmed, we typically don't do anything. We just waste. We just waste time. And then we're back to square one, right? Who has done this? So I've done it. I've gotten overwhelmed. And the biggest thing is when you're overwhelmed is to solve being overwhelmed is to focus on one thing and one thing only. Take your phone, turn off all the notifications, the distractions, put it on silent, put it upside down like this, and then focus on one task, one project, one email, whatever you're working on, one thing and one thing only. When you do that, you're going to be able to accomplish so much more and you're going to feel so much better. Who here is good with focusing? Who is good with focusing? All right. Number 4 is inconsistency. Inconsistency. Now, the inconsistency is we don't take enough action. We're not consistent with anything, whether it's going to the gym, whether it's going for a walk, whether it's eating healthy, whether it's drinking enough water, whether it's working on our business, putting specific hours, doing our lives, putting out Facebook posts, posting on Instagram stories. We're not consistent. Who here posts on Instagram every single day? Let me know below. Put an IG if you do. And if you post on Facebook every day, put FB and let me know where you post on a daily basis. Because we all know that it's really hard to be everywhere and there's so many social media platforms. So let's focus on one. Let's focus on one and do a great job on that one. And then if you feel like you have more time or you have a team, you have someone who can help you, then go to a second one. But don't just focus on one. Don't focus on a ton of them, right? You want to focus on just one thing, get good at it, and then go on to the next one. And the other thing with working out is I see a lot of times now that the gyms are open is people are on their phone working out, typically getting into Facebook, getting into Instagram, scrolling. What does that do to your workout? You're not going to spend as much time working out because you're going to be looking on the phone. So all of this, and let me know if this is helpful, if it resonates, if you can feel that there's that connection there between your health and between your business. Because if you're not prioritizing yourself and you're only prioritizing your business, that was point number 1, then you are going to suffer. You're not going to have as much energy. You're not going to feel as good. And that's in turn going to make your business suffer because you're not going to be as productive. And with perfection, if you're always striving for perfection with everything, whether it's, making sure that you have the right workout outfit and everything is matching and your hair looks good and all of these things before going to the gym, or you have all the online courses and everything put together before you put it out there, if you're always striving for that perfection, you are going to cause so much delay. And nobody looks at all this stuff right away anyway. Nobody's checking you out in the gym to see if your socks match your outfit, right? So just go and do it and don't worry about everything being perfect. And with the information overload, It's the same thing in your business and with working out. In your business, you want to improve something. Maybe you want to improve in sales, and you look at what are all the resources out there that I can look at for free courses. Have you ever done this? Let me know. You look at all the free resources and you start getting into all these different Facebook groups, but you can't keep up because it's too much. It's too much. And the same thing with working out. If you're constantly going to YouTube and you're looking at workouts, it's too much stuff. And you don't have it put together. It's not customized for you. You don't have a good strategy with your business or with your workouts. Does this resonate with you? Let me know. So, inconsistency, what we need to do is, again, we need to focus on one thing. Same thing, focus on your workouts, focus on eating healthy, focus on cooking dinner. Don't be cooking dinner while you're working. Do one thing at a time. With your business, finish that email and don't go straight over to Facebook when you get a notification. Focus on one thing. Number 5, who's ready for number 5 and who has heard point number 1, 2, 3, and 4? Let me know in the comments. All right, number 5 is a big thing. Number 5 is, let me know if you want to hear number 5. Put a number 5 below. Let's get some interaction. Number 5 is that we have fear. We have fear of not being willing to try new stuff. We don't want to try new stuff because we want to be comfortable. So whether that's fear of success or whether it's fear of failure, we have to get out of our own way. Do you feel like you are standing in your own way when it comes to your business, when it comes to your health? Do you feel like you are standing in your own way? Karen, thanks for the number 5. If you feel like you are standing in your own way, put ME below, ME, because we so often are in our own way and we're not willing to branch out. We're not willing to try something new because, well, this thing is working. Well, it's sort of working, but maybe something else would work a lot better. So being willing to open up, because we all know that everyone fails. And even if we fail, it doesn't mean that we're a failure. It doesn't mean that we're a failure if we fail. Let me know what scares you the most, fear of failure or fear of success. Put an F or an S below. Let me know what fears you have the most. And think about how many times have you failed so far? Right? When we were small and we were riding our bikes and we fell off the bike because we didn't know how to ride the bike, we would still get on the bike. Again, we may cry and scream, but we'd still get back on that bike and we'd still continue trying. And that's what we need to do with our business and our health. We need to continue to do it. Get up every time you fail. I've failed in my business. I've failed with my health, but I keep on going. I keep exploring. I keep learning something new, and I keep doing better every single time. And that's what we need to do to improve, is we need to fail. All those times we fail, that's going to turn into success. And we're just going to get better and better and better. Do you agree with me that failing turns into success? If you do, write the word agree below. If you agree that failure turns into success. Okay, that was number 5. The last point is number 6. Who's ready for number 6? Put a number 6 below. Number 6 is another huge point. And I want to ask you, you're here, you may very likely be a coach of some sort. If you're a coach, Thanks, Marilyn. Marilyn agrees. If you are a coach, put the letter C below. You can also maybe tell us, what do you coach on? Is it business? Is it sales? Is it health? Is it relationships? Is it finances? What is it, something spiritual? What do you coach on if you are a coach? So, number 6, if you are a coach, I want to know, have you ever hired your own coach before to help you out? Have you ever hired your own coach before to help you out? This coach can be a business coach, a financial, a relationship, a health coach, a spiritual coach. It can be whatever. There's coaches for everything, right? So Marilyn is a coach. What type of coach are you, Marilyn? Let us know below in the comments. So for me, I'm an online health and fitness coach, not an MLM, no products or anything like that. I am what I've created myself from scratch, okay? With some perfection, but not too much. Priscilla says health and wellness, not doing great at it. But that's okay. You will do better, Priscilla. So thank you for acknowledging that, but you will do better. And Marilyn agrees, we all need coaches. Because if you're going to be a truly great coach, and Priscilla, have you ever hired a coach to help you? Because if we're truly going to be a great coach, we need to hire our own coach. Doesn't have to be even in the subject that you teach. It could be something else. But when you have a coach, you understand what goes into coaching. You understand there's time, there's money, and there's effort. There's those 3 things: time, money, and effort, right? Is there something else that you think that I've missed? Let me know. But we have to put in time, effort, and money into our business and into our health. Namaste all day on that. Because if you are always trying to figure stuff out for yourself, you're going to be wasting time. And we can never, ever get back time. Am I right? We can never get back time. We can always make more money. And we can always put in a little more effort or a little less effort. Some people do. But we can never make enough time. If time is important to you, put the letter T below, because we don't want to waste time, but a lot of times we do. But when you have a coach, they help you. They help you understand how to structure things. And this is what we need, is we need structure. We need help so that we can be more efficient with our time. We need to learn. We need to get out of the comfort zone. We need, most of all, to have accountability. Who has accountability here with their health or with their business? Let me know below. I myself have accountability always with my business. And it's very important to me, because when I have that accountability with my business, I know that I'm going to do what I'm supposed to be doing. I know that I have someone to report to. And also keep in mind that you're always worthy. Your health, your business is always worthy of you investing in a coach to help you out. And I've had a few ladies that I've had a call with, and one lady in particular, she had spent $50,000 cash, $50,000 cash on remodeling her kitchen that she didn't even use. And now it looks so pretty that she was afraid to use it. But her health was deteriorating every single day. And she didn't want to spend any money on her health. She wanted the free stuff. She thought she could still do it on her own, but she didn't want to spend any money on her health. But she had spent $50,000 cash on remodeling a kitchen that she didn't use. If you think this is absurd, Write that below because I do. Why invest all this money into a kitchen you're not even using instead of investing into the greatest thing you can ever invest in is your health? Because without our health, we don't have anything. What we need first is our health. Yes, Azavari, structured planning surely will help organize all aspects of any business. Yes, 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 yes. So think of, when was the last time you hired a coach? What was it for? If you've never had one, I strongly encourage you to hire a coach, if you are a coach especially, to help you advance. And this is what I do. I help primarily middle-aged women, some younger. My youngest one is in her 20s. The oldest one is in her early 70s. I help you improve your health, whether that is reducing or eliminating medications, because there's so many side effects with those things, whether it is getting off or reducing supplements. And I educate you on real food because I am a certified nutritionist. And I will be 53 years old in November, and I'm in the best shape of my life. And if I can do it, you can do it. And if you feel like you want some help in this area, there's two things I'm going to encourage you to do. The first one is to book a free 20-minute fitness breakthrough call with me. You talk with me. If we end up working together, you work with me. You don't work with another coach or with a computer or an app or anything. You work with me. I'm here to guide you every step of the way. You get tons of accountability and support because that's what we need to be successful, both in business and in health. So the first thing is book that call with me. The link is in the description to my Calendly. And the second thing is get into my free group. You have nothing to lose. In my free group, I post daily. I post tips, I post value, I post inspiration. I give out free guides on health and wellness and fitness and mindset, because everything starts here in the head. If you agree that everything starts in the head, put head down below. And if you're watching this video on a replay, hashtag replay and comment so that I can go back and I can see what interests you and where you are stuck and how I can potentially help you. But think about these 6 reasons why you're stuck and which one is the biggest for you. Out of the 6 I've mentioned, is it prioritization? Is it perfection? Is it too much information? Is it inconsistency? Is it not being willing to try new stuff, or is it not investing? Which one resonates most with you? So let me know. I had a pleasure talking with you today, and I appreciate thumbs up. I appreciate the lovin', so that this video will be seen by more members. And I look forward to talking with you. So book that call today. Do it now. Don't overthink it. And get into my free group and do that now too. And I'll see you in my free group, and I'll talk to you on a phone call. And I hope you have a beautiful Wednesday, if it's still Wednesday where you are. And I will see you next week on my next live. Thank you so much for watching. I really, truly appreciate you. Namaste all day, and I'll see you next week.